welcome to Washington, and thank you for being here for us today and telling us about your business and all that you guys do on the farm in Iowa and how important it is that we're supporting folks like you that give so much to our state and work your tails off to provide opportunities for your family and also for our economy in Iowa. And with that, just wondering if you'd be able to give folks an insight of what you all do, because I know you have more than just the farm.
Sure.
You have diversified for your sons and all of that, and wondering if you might be able to give an update on how that's going.
Sure. First of all, I'm glad to be here, and thank you for the invitation to come to Washington and tell our story. It's important for others to hear what we go through and about our business. But our business is a multi-generational family farm. We've been on the land we're at now for over 100 years. And the farm now has evolved to the point where we grow soybeans, corn, beef, cattle, and sheep. We also have a seed business. We do custom seed treating also. But more recently, we've added a trucking business to that farm to give additional income and bring our sons back into the operation. So that's one of the things we've had to diversify, and we've had to kind of branch out beyond the typical ag portfolio into trucking now, so to give us that income and the opportunity to bring others in.
One of the things I'd love for you to highlight too is just how important farming and our ag economy is to the state of Iowa. Obviously, not just to our state's economy, but to our way of life and the culture that we have in Iowa, and how important it is that we have policies here in Washington that actually are reflecting the needed attention that rural America, especially rural Iowa, desperately need.
Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise to anyone that the economy in Iowa is based on agriculture, and we're one of the leading states in export value, whether it be domestic or foreign. So the dollars that we gain from that export market support our local communities. It supports our equipment dealerships. It goes to the supermarket and the clothing store and the gas stations. And that in turn gets spent in other small businesses and even large businesses like John Deere, for example. I buy a tractor because I'm profitable. That money goes to the local dealership and on to John Deere, which helps those UAW workers. And those guys in turn spend money in their local businesses. So the amount of money that gets turned over in Iowa because of agriculture is tremendous. And I don't know the dollar figure on that, but I can imagine it's the number one source of income in Iowa.
It's huge, and it's something, again, while we've got to do everything we can in DC to support policies that work and help rural America and rural Iowa, but fix things that don't. And
Sure.
It's why I'm grateful you're here today to actually uplift some of these issues about what we could be doing better, what we should be doing better, and also what we can continue to do more of that works. And oftentimes these things shouldn't be Democratic or Republican issues, and we should be able to find that common ground. It's the exciting part of being here in DC, but you might not see that on TV all the time. So
No, this isn't a partisan issue. It's something that affects all demographics. So it's something that should be easy to rally behind. The trade issue is one that we need to have resolved quickly. The biodiesel tax credit issue is another one. And infrastructure in general is one that affects everyone also. We live right next to the Mississippi River, and it's a huge transportation artery up and down the Midwest. My grain goes down the river to the Port of New Orleans for export. We bring fertilizer and fuel up the river that also goes back into our operation. Right now, with the flooding that's going on in the Mississippi basin, it's difficult to get anything moved, and it's impossible north of St. Louis right now.
Again, I'm really grateful that you've been here today, and look forward to chatting with you in the future too, and make sure that we are having Iowa's voices heard here in Washington, which we need to do a lot better job of. So,
Sure. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Dave, and look forward to the hearing today.